Hey, you came back. My sister Becky said you would. Thanks. You remember Colin? Well, nothing's really changed. My world has literally been turned upside down, and I'm still living on the ceiling. So, I suppose I should keep my promise and tell you how I got up here in the first place. Actually, there's not much to say. I went to bed one night, about a week into lockdown, and had this really odd dream where I'm having a matey chat with Albert Einstein and Isaac Newton, and Albert tries out this new joke of his.
Gravity. Without it, where would we be?
And quick as a flash, Isaac says,
Why? In the gravy.
stealing Albert's punchline. Albert looked like he was ready to crush every atom in Isaac's body. Just when the tension was close to exploding, I woke up and found myself hovering above my bed with my nose pressed against the ceiling. No matter how much I pushed, wriggled, jumped, shouted, I couldn't get my feet back down on the ground. Anyway, one or two things have happened since we last spoke. Becky had a doctor come see me, and after he regained consciousness, he asked if I'd jig about, do a bit of a twirl while he filmed me. I thought it was some kind of weird medical research thing, but turns out that in his spare time, my doctor is vice president of the official Lionel Richie fan club, and he reckoned that if he posted a video of someone actually dancing on the ceiling, he'd be a shoo-in for president next year. I told him I'd think about it. The doctor didn't have much else to say except that what I'm experiencing is possibly a mind over matter thing. My anxieties have taken control, messing with everything in my life that's normal. He also said that anxiety is like a rocking chair. It gives you something to do, but it gets you nowhere. The other thing you should know about is, since Becky moved in so we could support each other during lockdown, she's had to bring her work home. These three are Poppy, Perry and Ping Pong. Becky's a zoo vet, and because penguins are very sociable, constantly curious creatures who need variations in their environment to stay healthy, she decided they should come live with us for a while. They seem to like it here, and truth is, I'm getting to like having them around too. It's fascinating the way they completely concentrate on everything. Looking, listening, learning. They totally love the TV, and they'll watch almost anything. So at first, I sort of looked down on them as a primitive species with no taste or critical judgment. But then, a few days ago, they were watching the news and suddenly, all three of them turned their backs on the TV, huddling closer together. On the screen, a black man was living his last moments with his face in the road and a knee on his neck. The penguins couldn't bear to look, and I realised they're not even close to being the most primitive species on the planet. I don't suppose Ping Pong has ever wished that he was more white than Poppy and Perry to avoid being hurt. But me, yeah, not being white does make a difference. Like not being promoted just because it wouldn't look right. And standing at a bar for half an hour, not being served, and terminally embarrassing my girlfriend. And the last time somebody told me to go back to where I was born, I said, OK, and asked him to lend me the bus fare to Wimbledon. For some reason, he just started hitting me. There's no pleasing some people. I think it's a shame we can't be more like penguins, black and white, and constantly curious about the wonders of a world we all have an equal share in. Instead, we've created an environment where some people get rejected, humiliated, and worse because apparently their skin isn't the right colour. That's scary. That might be why I've lost touch with the planet. Perhaps my fear of the inevitable has finally got the better of me, and now, more than ever, I don't know how to belong. Or perhaps I'm the wrong way up so I can adopt a fresh perspective and look for new ways to create change. Or maybe I'm just letting off steam, because what else can I do with my feet on the ceiling and the blood rushing to my head? One thing I definitely do know is that keeping stress locked up inside you is not a good idea. Take it from me, if there's anything keeping you awake right now, it makes sense to tell someone. There's a very good chance talking will help you keep your feet on the ground. I think the more we talk and listen to one another, the more likely it is that we'll figure out how to turn our upside down world the right way up. That's what I'm hoping anyway. Thanks for coming back to see me. I'd really like to talk again soon. Stay safe.